Yo, made my new intro. Hopefully that worked. I don't know if it worked or not. I'll have to play it back. But yeah, I'm actually long Russell. This is kind of crazy. I'm long Russell and I'm short Nasdaq and ES small size. Based on just the divergence we have over here on the high as the Dow was weak, and then all of a sudden now we're shooting up and taking out the highs. So I'm taking that as at least a small short. We did come down during London session and sweep Asia, but we did that while we were already kind of continuing to make more SMT. So um, I just need to quickly mark out the daily lows because this is too confusing. Oh wait. Maybe I don't. I just need to see. Okay, yeah, it's the yellow. Okay. So yeah, so yeah, I'm short, but I'm also long. I'm only long Russell. Well, structurally, Russell just looks so good for a long. It's holding the daily. It's respecting everything. So I just took it as a structural long. Probably gonna get stopped out here. It's quickly shooting down.
Order canceled.
Order cancelled. Stop filled.
Okay, I got stopped out of Russell and Nasdaq, but ES was a good entry. It looks like Nasdaq wanted that inefficiency or that order block, but Russell's still holding that low. Man, but if everything's gonna sell off, then yeah. So, all right. So yeah, I'm still in the ES short. We just had the open, and now everything's moving down. Nasdaq's holding up really strong. Russell looks like it's gonna take that low out. So far, it hasn't though. Hmm. Oh, there were equal lows on IWM. These were equal lows. The Russell.
Order
Order working.
Alright, got back in where it got out, basically. And Nasdaq really, if it's accumulating shorts, it's really accumulating. Yeah, I really want Russell to U-turn here, but probably gonna get stopped out for another little tiny paper cut. Check, 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 check. Okay. Flows are kind of mixed. All right, looks like we're done for the Russell.
Order
All
canceled.
stock cancelled.
Cool. Okay. So down 1.25 R, like the little exercise we had on just the NASDAQ short. So yeah, we do have relative equal highs there on ES. We took out the relative equal lows at the open. That made some SMT with NASDAQ as it sold off. And then also the Dow came down. So honestly, let's look in the 1 minute, see if we can get in some sort of entry long.
Orders.
Order working.
Orders.
Order working.
Trying to decide where to put my stop. We got relative equal lows, but that's the where we made the SMT. Let's see. That true day open. SMT. Yeah.
Order.
Order working.
And I'm just going to shoot for the relative equal highs. We'll leave a runner. In my mind, we're accumulating the order block there, but we did make clear. Oh, SMT with this low. So yeah, I do have my stop too high. This is the true day open low. Sorry, I just was looking at the wrong charts, which is 2642. What? Why does everything look different, dude? Okay, yes, this is the right level now. Okay. Damn. Well, then my entries were not as good as I thought. Yeah, it's probably gonna sweep these lows here.
Orders.
Order working.
Orders.
Order working.
There we go. Got one good entry there. And I might stop myself out of this Russell or the ES, or at least Is there any sort of divergence there?
Order
Order cancelled.
Yeah, I'm out of ES for scratch. Perfect. Just make sure all my orders are canceled. Make sure they're all on MNQ that are working. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, I'm only long NASDAQ now. Took a little $2 loss, so sweet. Oops. So yeah, we took out the True Day Open, had the SMT there, and then now we just had the changing character. Dow sweeping these, Nasdaq sweeping these lows. We've come back up. I kind of want to reduce my risk to that low. So let me confirm what happened here on ES. So it came down and swept this low on ES, and it reaccumulated this order block, but slightly missed it. But maybe on the higher time frame you can count that. No, slightly missed it. So, but yeah, it's still kind of respecting that. There's a fair value gap there. I really like how ES is being strong here. And we've got smooth highs all the way to the highs, so this is great. And we can hopefully leave a runner where it's going to play out. Yeah, we've got that SMT. Changing character. As soon as we're like a little bit past the open, I will move my stop just based on time and not wanting to see this come all the way back again to reaccumulate. I want it to only happen in the open, first 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes. Get some speed here. I think we have some news at 10 a.m. actually, so I'm gonna have to go back on what I just said. Lows are being kind of goofy. Russell holding that lowest quadrant of the daily efficiency and now bouncing. Dow just broke the all-time high again, being really strong. And ES is starting to come up, but we're still kind of grinding slow. Trying to decide if we're going to get the move. You'd think we would since the Dow's going up. And hopefully that's not the short setting up now, because now we've got a very clear divergence above the actual highs. But flows are starting to look better. Damn, dude, come on. Don't like how we're getting like divergences at the high. We already swept all this out, so it's like if we're gonna come back down, they would think it's just gonna take me out because it's just got kind of smooth low look to it. Come on, get some velocity above these smooth highs. ES is going for it. Come on, NASDAQ. Let's just get the momentum. If it soups these out, at least this high, then I'm definitely gonna move my stop loss there to just protect it all. Nice thing is, if it does, we can probably move it even past that. Come on, man. Even Russell's getting some juice there. Oof, come on, there's a divergence there. Oof. It just seems like the short might still be in play there. Short is just so tricky to catch or predict. It's all over the place. Come on, man. 15 minutes till the news. Come on, there we go. There's a little bit of a move there. Let's get the rest of that liquidity out. Just really wanted to take that opening high out. Technically it hasn't. Oof, it just repainted the whole thing. But at that point, and if it's gonna reject, then that might actually be the short. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna adjust the stops here. On micros, we did tap the order block, so, and at least I'll be reducing some risk, since I did get a bit bigger than I wanted. Damn, dude, it's crazy. Yeah, it's classic short looking stuff. It's hard to tell. Because it always does this and then just goes one way. So it's hard to tell. It's like sweeping out this liquidity to come up here to just reaccumulate this possible bearish order block. So I was right about the short, I guess. But then, yeah, I mean, we got equal highs. We don't have a long setup in Russell. You would have thought that if we were going to be a short, we would have wanted Russell to like take the high without the Dow or something. Just can't decide what someone wants to do yet. Just waiting for the news. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. I love the way that candle closed. They're just showing these wicks are just kind of repainting, reaccumulating. Never for sure, but yeah. Well, maybe it's gonna sweep out all these little candles, and this is just it's tricky, dude. Just we had the SMT with that, Asia close. So, and then we get that little change of character situation, continued divergence, a move higher without NASDAQ, even though the strength kind of is in there. So, we'll see. There we go, goodness. Oh, I didn't realize I had 4 contracts on. Cool. Well, we'll at least hopefully make back our losses here. I really like that all of them just took out that high. That just really makes things look a lot better. Let's just project where to put a runner with some fibs. So 1.5 up at 350. And then maybe one halfway. Yeah, one at 351. And then one to 330-ish. Perfect. Nice. ES is going for that. Last time we made a high here. It definitely came up to almost 2. Just took a minute. Well, we got news coming out in 5 minutes. If it's taking this right as the news is going to happen, I'm a little bit going to be cautious. So I'll probably have to quickly move my stops or just hit the exit because it could just wick it and then immediately puke. So it isn't like a massive folder, just an orange, but still, just want to be, already took a loss, so want to be on the cautious side instead of greedy. Alright, yes, just took the high. We got some very bullish flows, so I want to see this just rip through this. Q's flows are kind of bearish though, very bearish. So yeah, err on the side of caution. This could just sweep that quickly.
Order filled.
Order filled.
Order
Order
canceled.
filled.
Order
Order
filled.
filled.
Order
Order
canceled.
cancelled. Order cancelled.
I'm just gonna leave one runner just because of the news. We've got one contract off or on. I think I'm break even now, slightly barely green. So yeah, just hopefully we can let this run up into there or get a bigger expansion and I can at least move my stop, below that next candle. But yeah, I might just have to let this ride or die. Honestly, I might just get out just because of the news, and I am kind of coming off of a drawdown, so I kind of want to just close the day green, stack a win. Let's just look at everything real quick. Russell hasn't set up a short. We just have that bearish flow on Qs, but I mean everything else is very bullish. Um, yeah, tide is bullish. Qs is flipping bullish though, even though it was bearish, though it's not fully bullish. Yeah, nothing on the Russell. It's just time. It's just the news, possibly. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Order
Order
filled.
filled.
I'm just gonna call it. It's probably gonna rip right here in 2 seconds. Yep. But I'm all good. It wasn't that much of a runner, anyways. What the? That should have. That should have got me way more green, dude. What the heck? Was I still red? Maybe I just missaw it. Guessing now I'm green. Barely. Whoops. Well, yeah, good thing I did that. That would have sucked if it came against me and then it turned red. Well, cool. I at least got into that. That's the only thing that's been working, honestly, for me, is those longs, and that was good that I quickly got out and switched angles there. But a lot kind of happened, so I'm just gonna, and we just broke highs, and now there's not really a setup, so I'm just gonna call it for the morning. We've got FOMC later, and this is typically what happens, so calling it a day there.